feels good. Belt drive and lower H-frame tie bar, which is right here. This is the H-bar. Make sure it's not cracked, that this is all looks good. And you see they've placed paint, so you can see if it's moved, and everything is still aligned. And this is one of the fancy ones. It has shock absorbers. It has dampeners. Otherwise, you can get into ground resonance and the helicopter will shake itself apart. So with the shock absorbers, you just check for a little tackiness, and you can tell that they're good. Okay, center cracks, everything looks good. The landing light is clean. All right, let's just check the tail. Everything looks good. And we need to align this right here. Red with red right here. Okay, black with red right there. Because at the back, there'll be a bolt we got to check. So, tail rotor shaft alignment marks, we just did that. Tail boom and damage for dents. Tail boom and damage for dents. No, everything looks good. Everything looks right. Come back here, and this is the static port. Right there, static port. You have to make sure that's clear of obstacles. Okay, tail boom strut for deformation. Everything looks good. Looks good. Make sure that all these little pins are right, and that this lamination right here has not come off, and that there's no crack right here. So there's no crack there. There's no crack there, and the lamination is still on. This tail looks good. Then you want to go over here and check the for looseness, any looseness, and you want to push this back and forth right here. Check right here, that looks good. And there's an oil mark right there, it's full. The fin is on. Nothing's come off, and then right down here, I can feel it. There's a hole up here, and right here, where is it? Right there, there's a weight, a counterweight, a balance weight. So that's on there. Let me go along down here. You can feel that. Then there's another one right here. And you push this little cap, and right there you can see and feel it. So that's the other one right there. Continue along the body of the chopper, and you can see that everything looks good here. Let's change the page. Now we're at the main transmission and mass, which is up top. So what we do is we go up here, put your foot on here, and then get up here and then straddle the back like that. There's a gray area right here where you can put your feet, and then you can check all the components up here at the rotor, and everything looks very good. Make sure that nothing's come off. All the cotter pins are where they're supposed to be, and that there's plenty of looseness, and nothing's tight, nothing's cracked. Oil level's good. Belts are brand new. And this is back and forth right here to make sure there's no metal to metal contact, which there isn't. This looks good. Okay, and the oil cooler looks good, no leaks. Okay, this looks good as well. Look here. Anything that might look strange or unusual, this is where the oil drain is, that's good. And then back here, there's what they call a flight idle adjuster wheel and retention spring, which is down here. This is a very sensitive thing with the throttle right there. There's a little spring back there, it's there, and then there's a yellow line which is sort of visible there. I'll have to tell you, make it a little more clear. And then the battery cables are good, everything's good here, and so we're set. All right, so next step is taking off. All right.